Hey, welcome back guys to our finale, the final episode of our Dark Souls Sorceress playthrough. We're going to finish it up with Gwyn, Lord of Cinder and Flame and all that good stuff. Alright, so, first things first, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop the souls that we have, and you know what we're going to do with those? I know what we're going to do with those, guys. We're going to upgrade our armor as far as we can. And rather than level up, which won't do us much good at this point, because we're already highly leveled with our intelligence, we're going to max out our armor as much as possible. Well, that means we need lots of Twinkling Titanite, and I know where we can get lots of Twinkling Titanite. From the Giant Blacksmith in Anor Londo, we're going to buy as much as we can. With any of the souls that are left, we'll spend those leveling, repairing gear, upgrading, and then we'll be ready for Gwyn himself. I can't think of any bosses we haven't fought. I'm trying to think if there are any. Oh, you know what? You guys haven't seen these two dudes. These guys show up when you turn it to Dark Anor Londo. They can be surprisingly difficult. But not with a sorcerer build, apparently. And they also give, I guess, 5,000 each. The catch is, they don't respawn when you hit the bonfire. However, I found, unless they changed it, they will respawn if you leave the area and come back. So if you warp away from the bonfire and then warp back to it and then run back, they'll respawn. So I used to get lots of souls that way. I don't know if they changed that since the patch. I haven't tested it. And here's the Giant Blacksmith, who specializes in boss weapons and lightning weapons. Give Crystal Ember. Yes, of course. We have no other use for that Ember. Now watch this, guys. We can turn any of our catalysts into the Manus Catalyst with the Soul of Manus, or we can use that to get Pursuers. I don't plan on using the Manus Catalyst. We don't have the stats for it, so I'm going to get Pursuers. We're going to buy as much Twinkling as we can, and reinforce our armor as much as we can. Here we go. We'll do the leggings. We've already finished off the chest piece. Leggings are done. We'll work on the gloves since we already started those. Okay, I need 2 more. I need a bunch more. So let's pop some souls. This won't change a whole lot, by the way, guys. We'll use the Soul of Gwendolyn, sure. We don't need it for anything else. Soul of a Great Hero is 20,000, I believe. Yep. Soul of a Hero is what, 10,000? Something like that. Large Soul of a Brave Hero is what, 5,000? Nope, more than that. 8,000. Okay. Back to the armor. Oh wait, we gotta buy the Titanite, or yeah, the Twinkling Titanite first. Our hat. Though the most important are the gloves, because sometimes we take the hat off. We need to buy 1 more Twinkling for that, and a bunch for that. Okay, so we're probably not even going to be able to afford enough. Yeah, if you have lots of souls, you can put them on your quick slot bar and just pop them off one after another. You know, I'm going to keep 1 soul around just in case we need something like for repairs after dying, or who knows what we might need it for. So let's pop these bad boys off. We've certainly been storing enough of them. 9, that's quite a lot to have on hand. But it's good when you don't need to use all your souls. I mean, on my first playthrough, I was popping them all off as soon as I got them, trying to level up. Okay, that should actually be enough Twinkling Titanite, I think. So it looks like we will be able to do it. 7, Probably not. I don't feel like doing the math in my head, but let's try and see how far that gets us. That'll max that out. 6 left. We'll probably need maybe, let's see, 2 and then 4. So we'll need maybe 2 more, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if my math is correct. Should mean we need 1600 plus 400 for the actual upgrading process. That's enough right there. Okay. Yep, so we need 2 more, I was right. Alright, so we got our witch set fully upgraded. It always feels nice to be fully upgraded with everything. All of your armor, all of your weapon, your shield. It's just a nice feeling. Not bad at all. Okay. Anything else we need here? Nope, we're good. Oh, and since we have no more need of him, you know what that means, guys. Yes, you know what it means. It's that time. I recommend doing this before you finish the game. Kill everything that you want, just grab their stuff randomly. Even if you don't need it, why not? I'm sorry, my friend. Did you just say nighty-night? Blacksmith Giant Hammer. And this, you can get to this chest without killing him. You just gotta sneak around him. Huck Ring. It's useful for archers. Okay. Time to homeward bone back to the bonfire. And now we're gonna make one final trip. We're gonna go pick up the Pursuer's spell, and I think I remember how to get it. I've only gotten it like once in my entire life, but I'm pretty sure I remember now. We have to return to where all of our adventures started. That's obviously a big hint. Wrong way. A little birdie is going to help us get pursuers. Pursuers Pursuers is the proper way to say it. Pursuers is just an amazingly powerful dark sorcery spell that's extremely useful both in PvE and in PvP, but particularly in, darn it, particularly in PvP. And you'll see why. And it's also the bane of many a PvPer's existence. Many people can't stand Pursuers and hate when it's used against them. And I'll be honest, I'm one of them. I'm not a big fan of Pursuers. I feel like the combination of Pursuers and Darkbead in PvP in this game can be quite unbalanced. Somebody fell off an edge somewhere, and we got 50 souls for it. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. What the heck? I've never had this much trouble before. Alright, let's try it again. No, you don't, skeleton. Yeah, I've always been able to roll off. Just having some trouble this time around. And I don't really know why. By the way, Gwyn is supposedly the Lord of the Flame and Cinder, and, you know, he uses fire and whatnot, the final boss. But yet, believe it or not, he's quite weak to fire. Fire damages him significantly. I know, that doesn't seem like it should, but that makes sense. I mean, he should at least have a regular resistance to fire, not an especially high one, because pyromancers would find him very annoying as a final boss. Finally. That would suck if you built your entire build around being a pyromancer and using flame weapons, and then you get to the final boss, and the final boss is super strong against fire. That would just feel really unfair. Kind of like if the final boss were super strong against magic. Okay. And time for some Pursuers fun. Whoops. Really? He was able to jump that freaking far? I don't think so. See, I hate these guys so much. Yeah, it feels so good to parry him. 902. 1-0. That was cheesy, I know, guys. Sorry. I don't care if you hit me, you're dead. Alright, let's see if this works, and I believe it shall. If it doesn't, we just lose this item. Oops. No, 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 don't want to use it. Alright, let's try this again. Drop. Yes. Quit out. Come back into the game. And look what we got, guys. Pursuers. I wonder if that takes... I think Pursuers takes, what, 2 slots, maybe? 2 attunement slots? And we're back. Okay, be careful where you fall here. You can easily die if you fall off the wrong area. You can't jump off just any old area here. Whee! As long as you've already gone down here, you can jump down there. But you have to have traveled here at least once. Otherwise, jumping down there will kill you. By the way, if anyone can tell me what those are for, let me know. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sort of like urns or basins with a big one at the top. I don't know what that's for. I wonder what the significance of that is. I've never heard anyone else talk about it. And so I'd just be interested in knowing why that's in there story-wise, because you know the developers included it for a purpose. They had to design that and put it in. Okay, so let's repair everything. And let's attune some magic, shall we? Let's get rid of that heavy soul arrow. That thing's useless. Pursuers, yes, it does take 2 slots. So we'll get rid of that. And Pursuers. Now, basically, Pursuers works like Homing Crystal Soul Mass. It forms these dudes around you. But the catch is, they actually follow your enemy as your enemy moves. That's why they're called Pursuers. And so you can see why in PvP that would be annoying. Oh, okay, here's what you do. We're going to offer up the Lord Souls to the Lord Vessel. Pop them all in. Look at that hand. Looks terrible, doesn't it? And booyah, the door is opened. And while we're here, let's go human. And don't worry, this the Lord Vessel here will give you 20 Estus Flask. You don't need to kindle it. You can see the ghosts of some Black Knights walking through here. Don't worry, they cannot attack you. They're ghosts. This is where most people will leave their summon signs. You'll also occasionally see signs here for dueling. And this is a fairly popular place for PvP on the console versions. I'm not so aware on the PC version. I do most of my PvP on the 360. Watch this. Booyah! 999. Nice. Okay, these guys can drop their weapons. They can also drop their shield, and they each drop a certain type of upgrade material. The first one drops a Titanite chunk. There's another Titanite chunk. One of them drops a red Titanite chunk, one drops a blue, and one drops a white. So you can fully upgrade just about anything using the stuff that these guys drop. You be very careful with these guys. They can hit hard. Especially this guy with his two-handed big sword. Yep. Oh, I swear I had a backstab on him. There we go. I'm saving all of my castings. I don't know what I'll need for Gwyn. I've never fought Gwyn as a sorcerer. As I told you guys, I've only done one intelligence-based build before, one sorcerer build before, and I didn't make it all the way through the game. It would be best to parry these guys, and even if you get hit a few times, it's not a big deal. With 20 Estus Blasts, I doubt you'll use that many on Gwyn. Just, if you're having that much trouble, you'll probably be dead. No offense, but you're just not going to have a chance to use all 20. Here's the Black Knight armor set. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, be careful not to fall off the edge here. That's the real big danger. Parry. 672, not bad. But it didn't kill him. That did. He drops another Titanite chunk, so you can get 2 Titanite chunks and 1 of each colored chunk per run through. So this is a great place to save up. If you think you're going to switch weapons or use something else or anything like that in the future, you'll want to farm it right here. Okay, this guy, he can one-shot a lot of builds if you're not careful. If your health is low and you have crappy armor. Got him. I love that R2. Look at that. It's just awesome. Black Knight Great Axe and a White Titanite chunk. This guy's hard for me to parry. Ooh, but I got him. He can drop the Black Knight Halberd if you haven't gotten it yet. Oh shoot, he's still alive. And there we go. That's it for all the enemies in this area. And gentlemen, and ladies, and everyone in between, this right here, this is the fog wall to Gwyn, the final boss of Dark Souls. Are we ready? I don't know if we're ready, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what it takes to be ready for this guy. But it's helpful to have a shield that has fire resistance, and 75 is pretty good. That's pretty good. However, Gwyn, the thing about him is he doesn't give you a chance to breathe. And so I imagine my biggest problem is that I'm not going to have the opportunity to cast. I'm not going to have enough time to cast. It's going to be very difficult to cast anything that's not super fast. So here we go, guys. Attempt number 1. Oh shoot. Whoa, look how much damage that did though. You can use this rock here sometimes to hide behind. Oh, I can't believe I even got off an Estus. I'm so lucky on that. Oh, one more hit, guys. Oh shoot. Got him. Oh man, no problem. That was one of the easiest Gwyn fights I've ever had. Now, if this is your first time through the game, at this point, once you see that you got the soul of Gwyn, and once you see that it gives you souls, you'll know there's something more. There's New Game Plus, and I might just take this guy through, or this girl through New Game Plus. Let's take a look. We're level 90. 28 Vitality, 23 Attunement, 29 Endurance, 14 Strength, 12 Dexterity. Resistance was unchanged at 8, Intelligence 47, Faith unchanged at 8. And our final gear set for the boss was an Enchanted Longsword plus 5, the Beatrice Catalyst, Silver Knight Shield plus 5, the Crown of Dusk, and a maxed out Witch Cloak, Witch Gloves, and Witch Skirt with the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring and the Ring of Favor and Protection. And we only used 2 Estus Flasks because we drank 1 before we came in, guys. So, at this point, there's a bonfire straight ahead right there. There's a bonfire right there. Or, you also have the option of trying to leave by walking out the door you came in. So, These give you two different endings. Neither one lasts very long, trust me. This ending will show nothing but you on fire. This ending has a lot more to it. But this is kind of the bad ending, and this is the good ending. So, I don't know. I'm always torn, guys. What should we do? I think we should go with the bad ending. Well, gentlemen, ladies, I want to thank you for joining me for our Dark Souls Sorceress playthrough. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a new experience for me, something I'm not used to. And you know, it was really fun getting used to some fights in ways that I'd never had to get used to them before. It was almost like playing it for the first time, but not quite. Well, guys, that's it. I can't delay it any further. There's nowhere else to go from here. It is the end of the game. It's Dark Souls. This has been our Dark Souls Sorceress playthrough. I want to thank you for taking this journey with me, and I will see you on the next one, because there's certainly going to be another playthrough. Later, guys. Enjoy the ending.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Calf and Fraft serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.